Welcome to Production Expert, my name's Dan Cooper. In this video review, we're going to be taking a look at IK Multimedia's T-Racks 5, the standalone mastering application. Now it's very powerful, it's really growing on me at the minute. Let me show you around the GUI. At the top left we've got mastering presets, plenty here to get going with if you are a bit of a mastering novice. We've got module presets next to that as well. Top center, this is where we view and edit our modules. Bottom right, we've got all the modules that are included and they're categorized under dynamics, equalizers, reverb delays, other, or you can view all of the modules in that one window. We've got meters to the top right and it's got everything that we need for mastering and then some. There's a few types of meters in here I haven't heard of before. For this, I'm going to keep it on Apple Music. We can monitor in mono, stereo, transport to the left of that. At the bottom, we've got our plug-in chain. On default, we've got this classic equalizer. We can drag any module into the chain like so. It's all very simple. If you want to get rid of modules, cross button. If you want to bypass modules, you can do that so there as well very easily. But what's cool is that you can do some parallel processing with this as well. So let's grab this and throw it there. How cool is that? Now let's just clear all these things away and let's have a little go with mastering a couple of tracks together. Now to add tracks, you can just drag them from your desktop and just drop them in. And you'll see at the bottom left here, this little clip list populates with tracks that you want to master. Now we can view the waveform, clicking on this tab at the top here. And this enables us to do a handful of things. We can create fade outs, fade ins. We can change the shape of the fades. At the bottom left here, all very, very useful stuff. If we had some noise at the beginning of a track, we can pull this handle in, can trim it away. I think you get the idea. It's all very simple. We can loop sections here on the timeline. Spacebar plays. Baby, it's all right. Stops. All really intuitive, which is great. So moving on, let's get to talking about this module here. This is new to T-Racks 5. This is called Master Match. Pretty much does what it says on the tin. Now I've got two songs here I want to master, but I want to try and get the tone of those two tracks to match a previous master, something that I've worked on and I quite like because I'd like these songs to work together. Now, let's enable it and load in a reference track. And what this will do is listen to this and it will offer us up a curve that it believes is sort of the global curve for the track. And then it will try to not so much apply that curve to our tracks, but more try to get the tracks that we're mastering to match our reference track, which is very cool. So we can load up to 3 reference tracks if we want to, and we can just choose sections of a song. So let's say this song, I quite like the big beefy end to it here, the tone of that. If I had 2 more reference tracks, I could say I'd like the bridge of one and the outro of another. And this will find sort of an average sort of tonal picture of the 3. So let's go for learn references. And then the next button starts flashing, learn source, and then we can hit play. And then it will just listen through the track. And it's advised to try and leave this for as long as possible. The more we feed into this, the better the results.
Happiest when I am sad, 'cause good things nothing, 'cause there's nothing wrong.
Okay, and when we feel it's got enough information in there, we can stop that and hit match. And then we can reference between the two by hitting this play. It's pretty good. I really like this. Increase the effects.
But there's you then. The only thing wrong is there's nothing wrong. Everything's so easy now, it's clear that you.
So it's done a very good job. Let's do that very quickly to the next song in my clip list. I'm going to use the same reference, roughly the same part of the song. Get it to have a little listen, saying it's got enough information. Now I'm going to use the waveform view and I'm going to loop a section of the song for Master Match to listen to. So it's a fairly thin song this, so it's going to be interesting to hear how it adds tone. Okay, let's hit match.
And it needs to be loved. I do have. It's alright.
Listen to the reference really quickly. tonally, that's pretty good. I think I need to do some more dynamics processing to this track, but yeah, it's done a great job before. Okay, now it's worth mentioning a very useful feature that this has. It's at the top right here, enable, disable, equal gain. Have that selected and the application automatically sorts out any level differences when you're working with your dynamic processors and EQs, which is an absolutely essential and vital feature in software like this. So it's great to see that this has that. Now let's talk about a couple of things that I'm not so hot on with this, and that's flicking between clips or tracks. So let me just demo this quickly. Put it in the waveform view. Let's say I want to hear this part of the song and then I want to quickly jump across to this part of the song. Now, if I hit play,
Everything's so easy.
click the next track, it stops. Then I have to hit play again. Let's try and do it again really quickly.
Everything's so easy.
That little pause, that little hesitation, and the fact that I've actually got to hit play is a bit irritating. It breaks my flow. I expect it to sort of hot switch between the two tracks and it doesn't, which is a bit of a shame. Now, looking at the time, I don't think I'm going to be able to master these two tracks in any decent time for this video. So what's my final thoughts on T-Racks 5 Standalone? Well, I really like it. It's a very cool application. IK Multimedia's modules, plugins, they sound absolutely brilliant. And it's really nice to be able to master an entire album out of the DAW environment in something that's focused for the job. The waveform view, it couldn't get any simpler, and I like it for that. Simple rules here. Plugin manager down here, very simple, works very well with the drag and drop system. Meters, they're very clear. It's nice that we've got an ARC feature here, so if you own IK Multimedia's speaker calibration software ARC, then you'll be able to master with your flat frequency response calibrated monitors, which is really nice. Anyway, for more information on IK Multimedia's T-Racks 5, do check out the IK Multimedia website. Hope you guys got something from this. Let us know your thoughts on T-Racks 5 in the comments below. I'm Dan from Production Expert, and I'll see you again soon.